So this is the 2000 EK, or it's actually an EJ9 Honda Civic. It's a facelift, 96 to 2000 shape Civic, and you can see it's got the D14 Z2 engine in it, and if you look at the back wall, it's in the EJ9. So people commonly refer these to EK chassis, so whatever, but it's an EJ actually. It's just got the 1.4 engine, like I say. That's going to be going out of here quite soon. It's a very tidy shell. There's not really much rust. If you look around here, there's strut tops. There's a little bit of rust here along the front. There's a little bit of dodgy bodywork on there, and then a few scuffs, nothing too bad. The bodywork is actually very straight, little bits of rust, no rust. If you come down here, the main thing in the UK is there's no rust around here, and then if you look around there, nothing there. And again, if you come over here, this side again very straight, and if you look in this wheel arch as well, just round the side, no rust to be had there either. A couple of small tiny little ding there or something, but other than that the bodywork's incredibly good. I will cut away now to me when I've jacked the car up and taken these sill protectors off, which is definitely advisable if you buy a car of this age. You need to take these off. It's very easy to do. They just slide forwards, which I'll show you in the videos, but you just have a look there and check there's no rust hiding or lurking in there. Right, the EK, just reviewing the purchase I guess. I've taken off these sill protectors. It's quite simple, it's just 3 of these ones underneath, and then it's just a couple of screws there and there, and then you shove the whole thing forward and you can see it's just in slots, so if you bring it forward then it will all come out really easily, and you can see the condition that we've got here is actually really good. So there's no rust whatsoever, which would be a big concern for cars like these. Had a look underneath and it's looking really nice as well. The only thing I did see, which isn't that great, so I've been picking bits of crap out, is this. This is the front jacking point, which doesn't look really as good as the rest of the car really, which is kind of funny. I started jacking up on it, you hear that awful crunching sound. I thought, okay, let's stop that. So probably need to get that welded or taken out or whatever, but that's quite minor. But the rest of the car, you can see how nice it is. All of these sills are really nice, and got no rust in them whatsoever. Same goes for the rear arches as well. So in the rear arches, they're really nice, really mint. You know, basically nothing really in terms of rust. I mean, nothing really. Tiny bit of surface there, really nothing to write about. So this really is as good as I hoped it was. Let's get around the other side. And then this one, just as good. You can see nothing to be concerned about here. The actual underside is very good as well. It's obviously got little bits of surface rust, but look at the actual main part of the car. It's mint. So I was going to just pop off this sill protector as well and just see what we've got there as well. And again, we're looking quite nice here underneath as well. Again, tiny bits of surface, but a 20-year-old car, I mean, spent its whole life in England. It's been doing well. This is just about the worst patch. Again, really nothing. I want to take that clip off and just sand it down. So yeah, really nice. No issues here, nothing to worry about at least. The only thing is that one one jacking point down there. And if I go into the engine bay, okay, quick look in here. Just pop that catch up. There's nothing bad here either. No major rust. I mean, once I take the engine out, I can really get into each of these bits anyway. I can't really spot anything. And bear in mind, all this is going to be going. Little bit of surface there. Bits of surface there. Can't really see down on the other side, but you know, really nothing. Even this battery tray, nice. So yeah, all looks good as I expected. If I show you inside the car as well. So inside the car, it's all very standard. Manual gearbox car, standard Honda radio, standard seats, which, I mean, if I get out and show you this, it's actually incredible condition there. If you look at the odometer, 50,000 on the clock, which is very low mileage for one of these. The carpets are in good condition, the headliner is even in good condition pretty much. If you look up here, there's a bit of mould in there, which I think is actually little islands of it. I think I'm going to be able to take that panel off and clean that. Yeah. But it is a sunroof model, which is a bit non-ideal, because ideally we would have non-sunroof and the windy up windows, but I think for my usage it would be fine as it is. I mainly bought this car because it's standard. It's got an engine I can basically sell to someone if anyone really wants that engine, because it's a low miler. But the main thing is the shell's very good. It's not full of rust. It's worth investing a bit in this car because you know, it's a car that you can't often find, particularly in the UK, without being incredibly rusty. So if I move on and tell you a little bit about my plans about the car, obviously this engine is going to be coming out. I think most of you would guess that it's going to be a K series engine going in there, K20A2 to be exact. So that's really what's on the cards. But before all that, I'm going to take the engine out. I'm going to take all the suspension off it. I'm going to sort any little bits of rust that I've found, which I'll show you as well. There's nothing really on this car in terms of rust to worry about, just a tiny bit underneath. So I'm going to do all that. I'm going to underseal the whole car, get everything completely mint there. Obviously when the engine's out, clean up all the engine bay, sort any little bits of rust out like that, and just make it mint, ready for the engine to go in. I'm also going to do Integra Type R DC2 subframe and steering rack, because it's a quick rack. Get rid of the power steering on that and just run it as a normal rack. Basically, you can do that. Also going to have the DC2 or EG suspension forks that go over the drive shafts, so that gives you more clearance. I've got something I'm going to show you in the garage as well that I've just bought for the car, which is going to enable for me to run the EP3 drive shafts as well. So that's a bit of a money saver as well, I feel, because then I won't have to buy custom drive shafts or anything specific. I can just run very cheap EP3 drive shafts. Well, that's my aim anyway. And then I'm going to basically go through the whole car. I've got to cut a hole in the bulkhead, run those shifter cables. I've got to change the shifter inside the car as well to be cable and not those rods anymore. So just shut that back down. But yeah, like I say, this is a great basis. And and I'll just show you inside the garage really quick, because I've just had something delivered last week. It's on the right. These. I'm going 5x114mm PCD. These are from a JDM DC2 Integra Type R with the 36mm larger splines, and that means I can run the EP3 drive shafts. So that kind of gives you an indication of where I'm going with the car. There'll be lots more to come and lots more updates, but the first will be strip the whole car down and start from there. So if you're interested in how to, from start to finish, the whole story, how to make one of these cars into a K20 car, carry on watching the YouTube channel and have a look at my Instagram as well, because I'll be uploading little bits and bobs before the YouTube channel videos come out. So thank you very much for watching.